Welcome. You are listening to Rev Up with Allison Marketing, and I'm your host, Roxanne Alanis. I'm really excited to be hosting this podcast because we are going to cover everything you could think of to increase your revenue. When I talk to business owners and entrepreneurs, they're always asking how they can increase their revenue and build more sales. And so what we're going to cover every day is tips and information from different business opportunities to even something as simple as meditating. Holistically, things that you do in your life really do affect the bottom line and increase your revenue. I am very excited to be speaking with Allison Maslan, CEO and founder of the Pinnacle Global Network and a Wall Street Journal best-selling author of a book called Scale or Fail, which every entrepreneur and business owner should be reading. And she has created an amazing business to help coach business owners and entrepreneurs to reach those 7, 8, and 9 figures. Today, we're going to be talking about how to take time off and how to actually schedule time away from your business so that it can help you work and grow your business. I'm really excited about what we're going to hear today. You also have a philosophy, which I just love, about taking time off. And that is, I think for a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, they just can't imagine that or figure out how to do that. Can you talk a little bit about how you discovered to do that and getting to that point and what that has brought you?
Yeah, over the years and especially in my first business, before I really understood the importance of delegating and getting the right leadership in place, I was the control freak and very much of a perfectionist. To my detriment, I ran myself into the ground, completely burned myself out, was getting sick all of the time, not having time for my family. It, hurt my relationships. So I experienced the pain that a lot of business owners are living. You get into business because you want that autonomy and that freedom, and it ends up the business is consuming you and running you into the ground. So there was just a point where I had to look at and say, what does success really mean? Is it once we make all this money, then we're going to start living our life? Or are we going to enjoy it along the way? And I love my business. But
Right.
When you're burned out and exhausted, you're not creative. You're not inspirational. And so what I do, and I do this every single year, as it approaches the end of the year, I look at my calendar for the following year and I mark out an entire every single month. And that was a bold move that I did some years back. And the biggest challenge for me for that entire first year was to say, I am not booking anything in that week. I am not canceling this week, because that's what we do. We're like, oh,
Right.
okay,
I'll have a lunch appointment.
I'll do this and that. And what ended up happening is that year ended up being, the start of just the business had record revenue, record profits.
Amazing.
Because I wasn't in the way. Like when I'm gone, then the team actually, they had to step up. They had to take responsibility, and I got so fired up again. I was rested. I had ideas flowing. That's what entrepreneurs do. And so I came back. I come back invigorated and ready to hit the ground running. But I love my business, and I love to have fun. I love to spend time with friends. I like to sleep in. I'm not the story of the person that gets up at 5 a.m. No, it's just not, it doesn't work with my rhythm. So I've learned to build the business around a cadence that works for me. I do the flying trapeze, and
that's amazing. I need a video of that, Allison.
Yeah.
A little B-roll for my video here.
Yeah, happy to send. I've got a lot of wins on that, and I've got a lot of falls as well. I just think that business owners put themselves last. They take care of everybody else and put everyone else before them. And
but what's the trick? That's a tough one. Like even now, I think I've been able to take maybe one day or half a day. The idea of taking a week, I don't even know how I would accomplish that. I get it on a
Yeah, you know what? I couldn't either. It's one of those things that you'll do it and you'll see that you can. Basically, we waste so much time. We do. How many Netflix episodes do you really need to see? And how much time do people waste scrolling through social media
right.
or just not knowing what to focus on? That's why having that support is really critical. So you're focusing on the right things. There are hours and hours and hours that are wasted in a month. In fact, 2 hours, if you get 2 hours back every day, you get a free month. You get an entire month back in your life.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, 2 hours a day for a year, which
so just lump them in.
That is a month. But here's how I was able to do it. I thought, okay, I can do 4 weeks of work in 3. When you go on vacation, you get the work done. Man, you are just right. You're so efficient. It's the same kind of thing. You just get in a rhythm of it. It doesn't mean stuff doesn't get done. You book appointments around that. And then you have the energy and you just do better on the 3 weeks. You're clear head, you make faster decisions, and your team then steps up. That's the whole point, is building a company that doesn't depend on you.
Do you think you have to prep for that, or do you just go for it all and just say, I'm leaving this week and shut your phone off?
I do plan the year ahead. I do. Now, sometimes I'll find out friends are going a certain week, and so we'll shift it to that week, something that we could be with them or whatever. But generally, I plan ahead just because we have events and we have a lot of different things going on. And then in the calendar for the team, it's just Allison is gone for the week. It's not book appointments, or Mike and Allison are away for the week. So the team knows not, and so forth. So
I would love for you to chat just a little bit about the Scale It Live event. I think it's so powerful what you do and the information that you bring. And it helps, I think, all levels of entrepreneurs, whether you have been in business or you're starting to launch something or you've been in business for 40 years.
Yeah, the goal ultimately for a business owner, like I said, is to have a business that can run and thrive without you, that is scalable and that is saleable. And so those are the things that we really help business owners do. And for the last decade, we have been putting on these 3-day immersive experiences, and we're doing them virtual now, so you can tune in from anywhere around the world. And we have one coming up October 21st to the 23rd. It's called Scale It. And basically, over the 3 days, you're going to give yourself this gift of time, like we said, really shutting out the world, because that's where the breakthroughs happen. And we will take 3 days and build out your step-by-step scale plan for your entire company, your revenue streams, your marketing, your sales, your team, your leadership, and your execution. And you leave with this roadmap for yourself and for your team, and so that you know exactly what you need to focus on, and you can just really hit the ground running after the event. And then we have some of the top business experts and influencers that we bring to these events. We've got the founder of Birchbox that has 2.5 million subscribers to their subscription. Imagine. And we have Vishen Lakhiani, who's the founder of Mind Valley, and they won one of the Inc. magazine named their company one of the top 10 company cultures in the world. Just absolutely phenomenal on team and hiring and leadership. We have Peter Shankman, who is just an unbelievably creative marketer. You're going to love him for sure. Roxanne. We have Bo Eason, who was an NFL football player. He was a Broadway actor, and he is just incredible about crafting your story. But it really is a working event. We're going to be working together and building your plan. It's not just sitting there and listening to speakers.
Right. So, I think it's wonderful how well-rounded it is too, because it's all facets of business, which is exciting.
Just connecting with all the business owners.
You have an event for young people too, high schoolers. Is that the same event, or is this something different?
Yeah, no, that is our Pinnacle Trailblazers. And that is a training for entrepreneurs, for our clients, actually. We do entrepreneurial training for their kids. Yeah, we don't really have that out on the market. That's really just for our clients and something, a value we wanted to do. But it's just, we launched that this year, and it's just been so fun to see these kids' face light up and possibilities. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love what you're doing, Allison. You've really, I think, brought clarity and support in a whole different way to entrepreneurs and business owners. I love being a part of your group. It's amazing. And we've grown so much. And so I'm excited to also share this with my community, because anyone who's in business should have a mentor group and explore your group, because I think what you do is incredible, especially because I think all bases of life. It's not just business, right?
I so appreciate you and your husband, Andrew. And I remember speaking with you when we just got to know each other and see what you've been able to do. It's really just been wonderful. So thank you so much.
It's incredible. You're my inspiration for starting this podcast.
Oh, good. I'm honored to be on here.